Hey guys, what's going on? It's me, Jay. I just want to talk a little bit about what I saw from Trump press conference yesterday that he did with him and Benjamin Netanyahu. Yeah, his peace plan is fucking bullshit. I mean, come on, really? Like your plan is to just throw money at the Palestinians. Yet Palestinians want something different than money. They want land. They want recognition by Israel. So basically, you're saying that the Israelis basically don't have to do anything, and the Palestinians have to give up everything. You're telling them that there's these settlements that have been in dispute for 40, 50 years now are basically legal. You're going against the UN. What the UN says is legal. You're going against everything everybody knows to be true, and you're you're asking the Palestinians to give up everything, and you're not asking the Israelis to give up anything. You know, Netanyahu was on the news and he said, they asked him, "Well, Mr. Prime Minister, what are the Israelis going to give up in exchange for, uh, you know, as part of the deal, the so-called deal of the century?" And he couldn't even answer the question. They're not giving up anything. They're completely not giving up anything. It's a completely one-sided deal, and it's complete bullshit. Like I mean, this is really not a laughing matter if you're a Palestinian living in the West Bank or in the Gaza Strip or any of the occupied territories. But come on, how is this fair? You're asking the Palestinians to give up everything, and the Israelis are not giving up anything. And Netanyahu is saying that this is providing a roadmap for peace for the Palestinians. How? Throwing $60 billion at them? That's not that doesn't do anything for them. It's just gonna get misused and misappropriated and allow for more Israeli settlers to settle into the West Bank areas. It's not gonna give them anything. You're not telling them anything that they could get that's something tangible. It's complete nonsense, and it's completely one-sided. And of course, the Palestinian leadership did not sign off on this. Mahmoud Abbas wasn't even there. None of the Palestinian leadership was even there. And you're going to decide the Palestinians' fate when they're not even present at the meeting? Come on. Trump and Netanyahu were completely gushing over each other. Gushing. Like they were a girl in his prom date. There were two guys in love. This was the bigger love story than Brokeback Mountain. That's how gay this was. I mean, they did everything short but seal the deal with a kiss. I mean, they completely killing the Palestinian struggle for independence in the Middle East peace process by basically saying it's over, guys. It's over. You know this this is this plan is nonsense, and it's completely one sided. And it's an example of what I talked about in a previous video when I said that Palestine, I mean, the American foreign policy is completely one sided to Palestine. I mean, to Israel against Palestine. And this proves exactly what I said. But did you realistically expect Jared Kushner, an Orthodox Jewish person, to negotiate a deal that was fair to the Palestinians. When I heard about this so-called deal of the century, I said even then, when I first heard about it, I said it's not going to do it. It's just going to throw money at them. And then funds are probably going to get mismanaged anyway. They're not going to get appropriated to the right people. They're only going to get appropriated to the people in power. They're never going to reach the common everyday Palestinian. And they're just going to pave the way for more Israeli settlements and more occupation in the so-called occupied territories. But now, forget about there ever being a Palestinian state, because Netanyahu said in the press conference yesterday, he said this will pave a way for a Palestinian state. How? What are they going to build a Palestinian state on when you're completely saying that everything west of the Jordan River is now completely considered Israel? So what are they going to build a Palestinian state on? Where's the Palestinian state going to be located? you know, Netanyahu and Trump completely decided the Palestinian fate without any Palestinians being present. And it was complete and utter bullshit and complete and utter nonsense. And I commend the Palestinian leadership for rejecting this, and I hope it doesn't lead to a third intifada and more series of violence against Israel. It's going to lead to more violence against Israel. People like Saudi Arabia, people like Egypt, people like the United States, and people like Israel are deciding the fate of Israel and instead of the Palestinian people rather than the Palestinian people their own self. And Trump is just showing that he completely is not nuanced on the situation. He's not fair in the situation. He's completely one-sided. And hopefully, if he gets impeached, somebody else will step in with a more fair and balanced approach than either Trump or Netanyahu. This is a sad day for the Middle East peace process. It's dead as far as I can see. If anybody thinks differently, please comment and subscribe and explain to me below how is Israel giving up anything in this so-called deal of the century? It's the deal of the century for them, not the deal of the century. It doesn't in any way benefit Palestine, the Palestinian people, in any way. Peace, guys.